just going to give you a few minutes to get checked in over here. I got my new clothesline up. What do you think? I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get logged on. Hey! Hi, Brian. Alrighty. I'm going to share this over, and I want to make sure that I can, thank you, Monica. It is my birthday, and there's no place that I would rather be than here crafting with you guys. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, look, there I am. And I can share it to the creative group. I have a Facebook page for my business, and then I have a creative group. Oops. And I gotta shut myself off so I don't have any back noise or whatever. But I'm gonna share this to my private group so that the folks over there know that I'm live over here. Post. Great. So, thanks, Rhonda. Yay. Well, yeah, it's my birthday. It's so bizarre. I know we all get older, right? But it's a big one. 40 didn't bother me, but 45, I don't know. It's bugging me just a little bit, but I'm doing okay. I'm getting better as time goes on. I have been working all over ink pads this week. There's a huge promotion that you can get 10 ink pads when you purchase a starter kit with Stampin' Up and you sign up with your favorite demonstrator. So that's pretty awesome. So here we go. These are the new ink pads, and they're a little tricky for some people. So I thought that maybe we'd go over that first. They open just like a compact. So here we've got, it just opens that way, and then you slide it into place. Now, I don't know if you saw me, but I was able to like lift and push it over. I don't want to push it over until I pull it all the way out. I think someone did that in club a couple weeks ago, and I didn't know what they did, and I didn't even know how to fix it because I'd never seen it. But pull it all the way back out before you close it. I did have my friend Elaine, and of course Elaine, here you go, I got inky fingers already, say that she was having trouble getting it to reopen. So like once you've got it all the way open and then you go to pull it closed, she said she was having trouble getting it started. She didn't have the finger power right there to pull on this tab. But you can push from this side if you have that problem. Although right now I got a big line there that I'm gonna take off before I go to touch it. But then you pull, and you got to get it all the way to the end before you flip it back over. And then it just, unless you hear that click, it's not closed all the way. So that's a really good tip. These are also firm foam. The firm foam we switched over, I don't know, about a year ago, I think, or 2 years ago. And I do love the firm foam, especially for bold stamps, because they tend to grab the ink really well. Although when these buggers are new, they tend to come with a little bit too much ink. So you may need to take a piece of paper and blot it. Some people say that they use a paper towel, but I'm always nervous about getting fuzz in my ink pads because then the fuzz will transfer to your images. Yuck! And you'll have a big funky piece of fuzz on your card. So we try and avoid that. All right. Well, I have a whole bunch of fun things to share with you. Have you guys ever seen this one? Do you know how to do this already? Oh, that almost looks like an oil tower. Have you ever seen that? Anybody? Let's see. I'm waiting for a comment. Well, this is the direct-to-paper technique. And you can use it to make wood grain looking backgrounds. Hi, Janice. Good to see you. And this is also direct to paper with ink pads to make a background. It's actually really cool. My friend Patty Chesky showed me how to do it, and actually I didn't cut a piece of paper for this one, so I'm going to take you with me. We're going to go for a walk. Hopefully I won't make you dizzy or anything. Just going to grab a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be the right size. Here we go. So I grabbed another piece of paper. Here it is. It's a little bit bigger. And I think what I should do is probably switch over and show you my stamping space. So if you hang on 1 second, we're going to go for one more ride, and then we'll be stationary. Last week when I did this, my camera did something funny, so I'm going to really be on it, and hopefully I don't have to restart the video or anything crazy like that. So let me just flip it and see how it goes. Ready? Hey, that looks pretty good. All right, let me get it in the clip. Bring it over so we're underneath the light. That looks pretty darn good. Okay, guys. I can't watch you too good on the monitor here, so I'm going to start monitoring your comments on my computer screen. So there might be a little bit of a delay, but if you have any questions at all, please go ahead and fire away. So this is soft suede ink pad, and I opened it like I showed you. And this is my soft suede cardstock. And to get a wood grain look like we have here, and again, like I see an oil field there, it's funny, that's the ink pad shape. I am going to just grab the edges of my ink pad like this and start making kind of like what would look like a wood texture. So you with me so far? Well, then I'm gonna lightly, and that's the key, because earlier I was like strung like bull and I kind of wrecked my cardstock a little. I'm gonna just take this and, oops, see, that was too much. Just lightly, and you can even pick it up if you want. Direct to paper, just very light, and swipe across the paper, and that's how you get that wood grain look. Isn't that cool? So you can get that effect to use a lot of different, oh look, I just got another private happy birthday message, woohoo! Okay, so now, see, it's being a little hard, so this is probably the first time I opened this ink pad, but I'm gonna pull it all the way to the end and then close it like a compact, so it's nice and closed now. So I could take this and create another project with it. Kind of cool. And you know, we have designer paper right now. We pay good bucks for this. And this designer paper and this kind of look a lot alike, don't they? So you can make your own designer paper just using ink pads. All right, so let's see. I was playing with a couple of ways to use your ink pad. So first of all, this one, my lemonade, kind of looks brown, so I messed that up. But I'm going to show you how I created this card, as well as we're going to take these and do this. So let me show you. So another way to do direct to paper, got to find my yellow ink pad, there it is, would be to just line up your ink pad, drop and pull. Now see how I'm using the side with the gap? It would be better if I was on this side, so I'm going to go that way and try and line up with where I was and just pull. And go nice and slow when you're doing that, because look at how much ink it pulls out of your ink pad. Hey Jackie, good to see you. Hi Jenny, all the way from Australia. I love all these birthday wishes. I woke up to German in my inbox. I'll tell you what, nothing makes you smile like happy birthday in 5 different languages. Let's see. So I missed a little spot right there. I'm going to go back. Ooh. It's very forgiving. If it's not perfect, it's going to be fine. And then I'm going to use the lighter color, the Highland Heather here, to add my direct to paper. Oh, I can't open it. That's it. That's what happens when you're live. Hi, Glenda. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me on my birthday. I love to stamp, so that's a good thing to do on your birthday. So you notice that the color here and here, this one's a little bit lighter. It's a little diffused. What I did was I took my aqua painter, and this has some water in it still, so I'm going to make sure that it's wet. And I'm just going to take it and blend some of those lines together. It's going to be fine. But it just kind of softens it. So that's one way to get like the watercolor look, but not have to watercolor. And it's much darker than if we wash the color. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute to dry, and we'll finish those in a few minutes. This is what I have on the table for plastic. These are the Stampin' Up card bags. And so when I finished a project, I'll put an envelope right in the bag with it and seal them up in these, and you get 50 of them. I think it's $5 or $5.50, I forget. But it's cheaper than the actual envelope itself. You can mail it in these, but the stamp has to go on the outside of the plastic. You can put a piece of computer paper and address the computer paper, and then put the return address on the inside, but the stamp has to be on the outside. And it does require a wedding stamp, so whatever it is to mail, like one of the big wedding cards, anything in plastic I think has a 30-cent surcharge. But I think it's fun to get a card in the mail and have it be already kind of making you happy before you even open it. Alrighty, so another way that we can do that watercolor look, see these are pretty, I just did these a few minutes ago, is we're going to take one of those bags and we're going to make a paint palette. So I'm going to take the same 3 colors. This was Pineapple Punch. So I can squeeze the ink pad and get color off the ink pad that way. I did that earlier and picked up the color from in here. Hey Debbie, good to see you, honey. And then this is the second one. So this is Balmy Blue. And then we'll grab the Highland Heather. So when you do this, you'll have like a whole bunch of paint that you can work with. So it's all water-based ink, so it'll move nice and easy. I could use a little more purple there, huh? Let me go again. Can never have too much purple. Never met a purple I don't like. See, now I didn't close the ink pad completely. If I was putting this away for the night, it might dry out a little, but you just got to make sure that it clicks. And these new ink pads, they also stack nice. So they've got these little dots on the bottom and the top, and it makes it nice for them to just kind of fit into each other. They lock, but they can be a little persnickety if you're trying to stack them. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my aqua painter, and I'll start with the lightest color, which is the yellow. Let me move my paint palette up. Gotta have the sound effects. Here we go. So I'm just going to color and make swashes. So that's the second way you can use ink pads. Now, you could just squeeze the ink pad and put the color in the lid, but, you know, these new ink pads, they're a little bit harder than the old ones, and my fingers just weren't working this morning, so this is another way to do it. You can just grab a plastic bag, or whatever kind of plastic packaging, whatever you have hanging around your house, and use it to make your own paint palette. I love when we already have tools that we don't have to buy to make cool stuff. Alright, and of course I want like a nice line there. And you can soften those out if you want, like you can go back and make them blend into each other a little. Very pretty. Okay, so that's how we did that second technique, and now I want to show you a little bit about finishing them. Let me see here. Find a spot on my table. This is one that I already started, and I had my big fingerprint on there, but that's okay. I'll fix it before I put it together. And also my lemonade is kind of looking like mud pies, but that's okay. Let me show you how I did this. I'm going to move that paint palette because you know what's going to happen if I don't. Well, first, I can't make up my mind today. I am all over the place. I want to stamp a card for my downline who did a really good job. And you know, sometimes in life, I don't know about you, but we all feel like we can't do stuff. And no matter what we do, it's not right. Well, here we go. You can do hard things, which I like. I have to find another image to put on there, though. Maybe I will stamp the... that would be a good idea. I'm going to stamp this guy on that, going the other way. So now it's all impromptu. We're just gonna have some fun together. So if you see something you want me to do, go ahead and give me some encouragement, and I will change the card just for you. Hi, Anne-Marie. Good to see you, honey. All right, so this might be crooked. I think I stamped it crooked. Ah, that's all right. Not too bad for a live. Oh, no. You know what? I don't like it at all. That's why they make two sides to the paper. That's why I'm going to go again. Let me try again. But if I'm going that way, I think I want to go. It just seems like it should be that way, huh? All right. If you're having fun, feel free to share this video. Maybe your friends will have fun with us too. Okay, I have gorgeous grape all over my gorgeous grape ink pad. I'm gonna go again with that. You can do hard things. I wish it said stuff. You can do hard stuff. Okay, here we go. So now at this point, you can take your paint palette back in and add some more color. So I'll add, let's see, it's easier to see the paint palette like that, isn't it? I'll add some purple, because every flower should be purple. But I like this version of this card because everything is so light, it's easy to see the darker stuff on top, and you can still color the line art images, but you get the idea. I can post the finished card later on here and on my blog when I do the replay. But that's the first one. Kind of cool. So this one that's a little bit darker, I would think that I would want it to be, oh, this one's still a little wet. That's the one that we just did. So how about if I go for the one I did before? This one, maybe we will stamp and see how it goes. Ready? What's the worst thing that can happen? I can throw it away and say, nope, that's not it. Here's a little secret. That's half of everything I make. I throw it away until I like it. Oh, that's cute. Should we put the lemonade stand on there too? So that's two different ways. One was direct to paper and one was a watercolor wash. And I did use watercolor, well, I used shimmer white paper. Let me see if I can show you. I'm standing up here. Yes, it's my birthday. I'm not catching the comments on my computer. So let me see if I can grab them there. Yeah, so yeah, these are really sparkly in person. It's very pretty. And then, so I'll be able to add some color to these. Okay, so how about something completely different? I'm just going to clean off a little bit here so I can show you my next fun idea. So earlier today, we were just talking about direct to paper. This one, I did direct to paper, and I left a gap here because I thought it would be kind of interesting to look at when I layer things up. I really should clean some of this up here. So this is the new Coastal Cabana. Well, it's really a returning color. I should say returning. And I love it with Bermuda Bay. They sort of marry up nicely. I already stamped my butterfly, and I did use Memento ink. It tends to run. So I'm gonna grab another paint palette, or I could squeeze the ink pad, either way. But like I said, my fingers aren't as nimble, so I'm just gonna make one. Or, you know what we could do? I know it's shimmer white, but we could take Stella and paint with that. Has anybody here ever done that? It's so fun. Okay, so I've got my two colors. And we did the direct to paper to get the background on this, and all I did was pull. So I'll stamp a sentiment, and you know, it's a good day to stamp birthday cards. It's my birthday, so 45, my goodness. There we go. Happy birthday. All right, yep, and everybody needs Stella on their birthday, so here we go. I'm just gonna grab one. I'm gonna pick up, now this doesn't seem really juicy, so I'm gonna give it a little squeeze. Did you see the paint come down? When you see the paint come down, it's time to stop, otherwise it can get drippy and run on your project. But this will actually mix with the ink that came out of the ink pad, which is another reason that you don't wanna just squeeze the ink pad for this one, because all of that glitter could end up in your ink pad. Not that I would have a problem with Stella being in my ink pad forever and ever and ever, because yeah, everything needs glitter. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these lighter colors on the inside, and then I'm gonna pull a little Bermuda Bay and add it to the outside. So that gives you some real definition. It's starting to rain, so if you hear the ping ping, that's the rain hitting my air conditioner. So same thing, and it cleans up really easy. Ooh, we got a thunderstorm. It's all supposed to clear up by this afternoon, so this is good to be inside while it's thunderstorming. So what do you think of that? Wow, it's so pretty. Let me see if I can show you close up. So you get the shimmer underneath, and then the two colors. And again, I'll probably just put this together after and upload it to the Facebook group here so you can see the final samples, but we'll put the black behind it and then marry it up with our direct to paper. Isn't that pretty? So that'll be the card of the day, I think, because that one was my favorite. So I'm gonna bring you back in for a chat since we're all right here. So don't get dizzy. Ready? Alrighty, I'm back. So the ink pad deal is crazy. I think it's like $67 value. You get 10 free ink pads when you purchase the starter kit under your favorite demonstrator. If you're my customer, well, you shouldn't have to wait just 1 minute because everybody should have their own discount. We have all kinds of people on our team. We have people that just want their own discount. We have people that earn the incentive trip. Michelle is here. She earned her first incentive trip this year. And we're so excited and proud of her. So if you're interested in the starter kit, by all means, just send me a message and we can talk about the details. There's no real hook, or there's nothing, no strings attached. You pick out $125 worth of product, merchandise. You pay $99. You get free shipping, and you get 10 of the new free ink pads. You pick your color family, so it's kind of a big deal. I'm excited. And if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. You would technically be a member of my team for the next 6 months at least. If you meet your minimum, you renew your benefits, and you get to stay and keep your 20% discount for another 3 months. And if not, you can drop and there's no penalty. And we do card swaps, and the next meeting is July 15th here in Dracut at Romano Pizza. And we make projects, and it's just a small $5 fee to cover the projects, and we do raffles and all sorts of fun things. So if you're interested in our group, just let me know. Does anybody have any questions for me? I am winding down a little. We could just have a sip of coffee together. Coffee. I didn't drink very much coffee this morning yet. Oh. Well, thank you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. For my friends, for my customers, for my team, I very much appreciate you all. If there's anything I can do, let me know. Oh, would you guys like to see a sneak peek of next week's class? I would have to run and get them, but hang on 1 second. So next week's class features the Broadway birthday bundle. And I can tell you that for people who purchased the whole bundle from me, I'm going to send you an additional 10 projects sheets. And I designed, let me show you. So this is the first one. Sorry. This is the first one, and I'm going to go get the other 4, so hang on 1 second. That first one, anything can happen live, that's what I always say. That first one is a gift card holder, and to get into it, you slide the ribbon off and on. It can go right back on. You just squeeze to get it back on, and it opens up and it holds a gift card. Isn't that fun? So that you'll get the directions for this for anybody that places an order for the bundle in addition to the class. So the class, I think, is $15 or free with a qualifying order. The directions are only $10, but you can only get the additional 10 card tutorial with a $50 order. So getting the bundle would be awesome. These are some of the cards, just a quick sneak peek. They're really bright for me. Oh, that one fell. Just saying, it's my my sample. I just made them yesterday, so I was working it out. I love this one actually. And it's free with any $25 order, but if you spend $50, you'll also get the extra projects. So that's it for today. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me on my birthday. I wish I had a party horn. I'd blow it, but I don't have one. So thanks so much. Bye, guys.